Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It's been a minute, huh? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye-ya, bye-ya, bye-ya. Ordered the extended remix. Now trip out. What I wanted to talk about today, as you can tell by that thumbnail, in Menudo style or direct fashion, indubitably. Bang, bang. We're going to get straight into it. Is no beefs. No more shopping sprees. No more late night creeps. No more VI. We can't even kick it no more, right? No more beefs. I'm tired. I'm done. Stick a fork in it. I don't want the problem, Sums. I do not want to get or involve myself in the other guy's greed, right? I don't want to involve myself in someone else's pedo, someone else's beef, or, go back and forth with individuals that have some type of animosity towards me or beef towards me. Not saying he's right and I'm wrong, or I'm wrong and he's right. But at the same time, I'm just done. I'm done. See, it's very unbecoming of my character to go back and forth with people. I like to have fun with things. I like to fucking clown a little bit and cap a little bit, talk a little shit, right? Just like the next man, just like anyone else. But at the same time, it gets old, right? It gets old to the gente, to the raza, to the people, and it gets old to me. You know, I only got so much things to say about you before I'm going to leave it alone. If I feel my words or my expressions are having no impact or not the impact that I intended, then I shy away from the situation. I've always been known to take the higher road and be more man than him, right? Now, at the same time, what I wanted to express to the gente is the changes and modifications I'm going to be making to my channel involving this back and forth shit with certain individuals. Now, I'm not scared. I'm not fucking hiding. So yo, I'm not, none of that, right? But what I'm doing is I'm evolving as more of a YouTuber, an entrepreneur, and as a man, right? And I'm realizing that all this bullshit involving myself with the he said, she said, that she said, he said, it's just tiring. It's old. I'm getting too old for this shit, gente. You know, I don't want to go back and forth with people. I don't want to clown them and then have them clown me, or talk about their families and they talk about my families, or make innuendos. And it gets old, especially when you go away for a while. You know, like I just got back from vacation. I was gone for a week, and people continue to make videos talking shit about me, about I'm getting ran off the yard. I'm a punk. I'm this, I'm that. I'm hiding from them. You know, certain particular individuals. And it's like, bro, I went over here and got me on my mind. I had nothing to do with you, right? But at the same time, that's how some people feel. And I understand it. I understand it. You know, when you're hurt, your feelings got hurt, or you feel in a certain situation that someone slighted you, man, you're going to do anything and take every opportunity to disrespect them. It's fine. It happens in life, you know. But not here today. That's it. Period. Now, what I got going on here today is I want to tell everybody that I've ever beefed with, everybody, hey, I apologize. I said, I'm going to be the bigger man. Spensa la tira. Sorry, Charlie. You know, spaghetti-o. The rice, roni, the San Francisco treat, utterly, all those little catchphrases or whatever, I'm done. I'm done going back and forth. It's time for me to take my channel in a different direction, and that's to elevate the raza with myself. You know, there's a lot of other things we could talk about besides talking about other people, because I'm done with it. It's tiring. I retire. I got to look out for my investments, right? It's time to look out for my investments and other things that I got going on, rather than worried about what the next man is saying about me. You know, when you get caught up in those idealisms, and when you get caught up, you know, going back and forth, you know, at first it's fun. It's don't get it twisted. The wind blows. Don't get it twisted. Oh, pow, woo, your boy can go. Oh, I can go, right? I said with my chest too when I go, right? I've been known to cap with the best of them, but at the end of the day, it's just old. You know, there's only so much that can be said before people start saying, okay, come on with another joke. Spencer Holmes, like, who you think I'm? Cat Williams, I say. You know what I mean? I just can't do it all the time. And I'm just done doing it. You know, I'm done being made the butt of the jokes. And I'm done being looked at as an aggressor or an oppressor or a bully. I'm not a bully, curls. You know what I mean? I'm tired of being looked at all that. Like all that. I'm just done. So, like I said, I apologize to anyone who I've ever disrespected or felt disrespected by me. That's sincerely. I'm not scared, Holmes. No one poses a threat. I'm just going in a whole different direction. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time to bleed. Orale, predator, right? I ain't got time to bleed. Now, I wanted to talk about a situation that occurred last night. You know, last night we had Dubs live, and you know, I had just come back from vacation, and you know, the homeboy hits me up, and righteously, I'm gonna do whatever I can to help the homeboys out. You know, if someone gets at me and they're like, hey, you know, can you help me out do this, or do you know about that, or you know what I mean, is it really true you got an 11, or whatever the case may be, I'm always gonna answer every question. But the homeboy hit me up, he was like, hey bro, I'm gonna go live tonight, it's Friday night, just got paid, it's Friday. I said, oh, hey, Johnny Camp, what's happening, right? And he was like, I'm gonna go live, bro. You wanna jump on, drink a beast or whatever? I said, I got you, bro. No doubt, no hesitation. Because that's a righteous homeboy, and I'm just getting back from vacation. I know everybody was wondering where I was, what I had going on. I'm gonna tell you guys in a minute. So I said, yeah, righteously. So I jumped on with them. And everything was going great. We're answering questions. We're just doing our thing, bro. We're not trying to bother no one, have anyone bother us. Of course, there's a couple trolls, couple individuals in the live, you know, that are trolling, that are talking a little shit. But hey, man, you know, we're too grown for that, right? We just said, yeah, let's sweat up our balls, right? Let whatever. And then the individual from A Prisoner's Awakening jumps on. And everyone knows, man, there's been some back and forth with him and myself. And, you know, I don't really care for him, and he doesn't care for me. Let's just put it like that, okay? And, you know, as being a brown man and him being brown, you know, I recognize that. I recognize that. And I think it's foolish as a people to be going back and forth within our own gente. Regardless of what you think of the next man. You know, man, that fool ain't even funny. Fuck that, they're about to right check you, get up. It's just spider, get down, right? No matter how you feel, at the end of the day, you still know that the vato's brown, right? You still know that raza is raza, homes, and it's all about, you know, our image and what we got going on here on YouTube, you know, solidarity, standing together, to open up doors so that way people behind us can have a place to go, a spot on the yarda to do dips, right? It's about establishing on this yard, basically, you know, without too much being said. But anyways, everybody knows about the history of me and this guy. And he decides to jump on and voice a little bit of his opinion, and he gets invited onto the live. You know, and I'm asked by Dubs, hey, is it cool, bro? You know what I mean? Because Dubs, the type of individual he is, the type of author he is, has no problems with anyone and doesn't intend to have problems with people. And I righteously respect that, homes. I respect that about him. That's why me and him are so cool, because I aspire to be like that, to not really have problems with anyone, just to do my own thing. That's all I've ever wanted to do. You know, I didn't want to disrespect anybody. I never came into YouTube intending to disrespect anyone, but I ain't no motherfucking bitch either, homes. I'm going to stand my ground. You know, just like that motherfucking movie, I ain't taking no shit either. Period. I ain't starting it either, but I handle my business. So yeah, he's like, nah, I'm like, it's good, bro. You know, I've been wanting to talk to this individual behind the scenes anyways, but I've never gotten the opportunity for one reason or another. So anyways, he comes on, and right from the gate, I could tell that there's going to be a back and forth issue. There's going to be, stronger minds are not going to prevail. Okay? You could just tell by the body language, the expression. See, I was taught awareness a long time ago in CYA, prison, anywhere I've ever been. Awareness, being aware by someone's body language, by the way they're carrying themselves, by the way that their facial expressions are being, you know, put out there. And I could see that this guy really doesn't want to really be on here, but he's doing it, you know, because, you know, if you deny it, then you look some type of way. And I respect the fact that he jumped on. You know, we're going to elaborate more on that. So anyway, the Vato jumps on, and I ain't going to lie, man, I'm not really feeling it, but at the same time, you know, I respect the homeboy's platform, and I'm going to hear out this guy what he has to say. And of course, there's a little bit of back and forth. And eventually, I just get tired of it. Instead of playing the little kid role, I'm playing it's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Don't care how, I want it now. Instead of doing that and J-catting out and all that bullshit, I say, look, bro, sincerely, I apologize for anything that I've ever said, bro. Now, don't get it misconstrued with, I'm going to apologize for everything that you think I've said, because I don't judge a man by what other people tell him or what other people say. You know, it's what I hear come directly out of his mouth is what I base my judgments on, right? But I apologize for everything I've ever said. You know, I felt it was a righteous time to do that. I don't care what people say. I don't care what they say about the gun. I don't care what they say. They can say whatever the fuck they want. Oh, you bow down, gun. Oh, you a punk. Oh, you don't want to catch that fade. Oh, you... Fuck you, homes. Hey, Sasuke, do it for me. And I'll stand in the back of the line, y'all, watching you, right? It ain't all about that. It's about being a grown man. It's about having morals and standards and values about myself. It's about recognizing that my familia, my friends, my close circle, myself come before the bullshit. That's what it's about. That's what it's all about, right? So I apologize, and it took a while for it to settle in, to sink into this individual, because still in his mind, I feel that he has some type of animosity towards me, and he still feels a certain way, and that's fine and dandy. Candyland, orale, shoots and ladders. I said, don't fall down, right? We could maybe talk behind the scenes to get something together. You know what I mean? Just because the wind blows. But nothing that has to be publicly dealt with. I've said everything that I've needed to say, and like I said, that's why this video is called No More Beefs. I've moved on. I'm not going to clown on that individual anymore. I'm not going to cap on him. I'm not going to talk shit. You know, if he chooses to keep going, you know, he promised last night that he would not. He was done. He was going to be the bigger man as well, and I respect that. Thank you, gracias. You know, appreciate it. But I intend to be a man of my word and do that, because I think this is just unnecessary for the brown people. You know, all this back and forth. You know, like when Dubs and American Cholo were going at it, and they had their slight, you know, disagreement on the word Chicano or whatever the case may be. They decided that for no other reason, it wasn't a good look for the gente, for the people. And while we're inner fighting homes and we're talking all this shit, everyone else is moving like roaches, like culebras, slithering. You're a sly one, Mr. Grinch. They're doing they're getting their Grinch on, right? They're getting their righteous Grinch on around while we're too busy bickering back and forth. Vatos are slithering, homes handling their business. Charlie, homes, spend on la tira. It ain't gonna happen no more. As far as I go, I'm not going to indulge in those reindeer games. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm going to be funny. You know what I mean? If I got something to say, I'm going to say it. But at the same time, I'm here to say I have no more beefs with anyone. Anyone that's felt disrespected or slighted, homes, or feel that I've offended them, Spence, homes, I'm man enough to say, I'm sorry, so sorry. You know what I mean? Spence. Anyways, let's talk about, with that being said, that's what I wanted to put out there. You know, you're not going to hear me clowning anymore, because that's just fucking not what I want to do. Especially when it comes to that guy. It's a waste of my time. We're not accomplishing nothing. We're making each other look stupid or ourselves look dumb. And I'm far from that, bro. You know, everything that I've done on my own merits, my hard work. And I'm going to intend to elevate and keep doing what I does for the people, by the people, man. And just like Devalto said, that he was, you know, he always was a fan of my channel. He always watched my channel. He loved me and all that. And he really rocked with me. Well, you know what I mean? I hope one day you can get back on that train. That's it, because we're bobbing. That's it. The mobilization is real. Now, bang, bang. Trip out on this. Where was I for the last week? Ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you exactly where I was. I had a primo that just got done doing 22 years. He slid by. I didn't even know he was getting out. I forgot. I ain't even gonna lie. The wind blew. I forgot all about the vato. ¿Sabes qué? I haven't wrote him a letter and God knows when. But he gets out. And he goes, hey, fool, why'd you write me? Spencer Holmes, I didn't even know you existed. That's it. Right? And he's like, hey, what you got going on? Chilling, bro, doing the YouTube. So I started to run him down on exactly what I'm doing in my life. I work over here, but at the same time I do this. And, you know, every once in a while I'm able to slide in my morning. And so the winner is. And he was like, hey, bro, fucking, you know, we're going to go over here. My family just got out, bro. You know, my family bought me a new house. And he's all spoiled and shit, spoiled brat. I got out and I was lucky if I got a pair of Cortezes to my name. They're about to get out, they buy my house, right? So I decided to go out there with the family because they're going to have this big old party. I want to contribute and participate. You know, it feels good to have a primo that just went through the trenches that really did that. That's still active, still doing his thing. And so I went over there, we chilled. You know, I kind of got sidetracked and I put my phone down for a while. You know, I put my phone down. I just wanted to get away from the YouTube thing. I wanted to take a break. I felt that if for no other reason, it was time for me to relax, be around righteous family, be around people that cared about me, that I care about, and not have to stress and go through, you know, the he said, she said, he said, the talking shit, the back and forth. Nah, I'm cool with all that. I'll do that on Monday. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Until, you know, for right now, we're going to do. And we had a good time, man. I was around, like I said, my peoples. And it was nothing more than that. I wasn't locked up. I wasn't on the run. You know what I mean? There was none of that. I was having a good time with my family. And, you know, and I needed that breather. Sometimes, you know, this is a lot of hard work. You work hard, and it's time to get away for a while and do something for yourself or do something for those loved ones around you, for your children. And that's just what it is. Anyways, gente, I see a lot's transpired, a lot's happened while I've been gone. Spence on la motherfucking theater, all right? I'm back. Make sure you tap into Gunner's profiles today, as I will be dropping my perspective on the whole Bozo situation. I think the twists and turns and the way I express it, man, is going to trip a lot of people out. So make sure you guys tap in with that. That'll be dropping in an hour. Make sure that you guys, just stay straight on it. And let's change. Let's make a change together, gente. For everyone that follows me and I righteously respect, and thank you so much. I appreciate everybody, that's ever fucked with me, that shows me love, or even those that just have your opinion about me one way or the other, just have something to say. Hey, I appreciate you too. It all pays, right? It's all rhythm. It's all vibe. But at the same time, there's no sense in talking shit about people anymore and causing beefs, and where one beef ends, another one starts, and a lot of people do that for views. A lot of people are doing that just to keep their name relevant, to put something out there because they don't have no content ideas, or they're not smart enough, man, to figure out this YouTube shit. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I've always been opinionated. I've always been the voice for the people. I've always been that one, homes. If I got something to say, I'm going to say it. But at the same time, homes, I'm not going to initiate no problems. I'm not trying to slander anyone or tear anyone's fucking channel down. I don't even have the capabilities of doing that. All I can do is have a big dick and be myself and brown. And that's all I intend to do. Spence on la tira. Anyways, let's just turn a new leaf. My channel, I'm taking in a whole different direction. One thing I did want to express was, I know in the past we've talked a lot about gangs and we've talked a lot about prison, and I've told you a lot about that. And I got a whole lot of more stories, right? But at the same time, I want to elevate this channel to talk about other things, trending topics, murder mystery stories, true crime. There's a lot of things that are on my mind that I want to speak about, and I want to know how you feel about it. I want to know what your grasp on it is, because it's not all about prison. It's not all about gangs. That's part of life. That's something I've lived through and I've done. Yeah, I've been there, done that, right? But what happens after? What are my likes? What do I like in this life? What are my fucking, what do I want to do? So let's take it there, Hums. We got a whole lot of gangster shit to talk about, but at the same time, Hums, that can't be the only thing that we talk about, gente. We need to elevate our minds. There's a lot more out there, Leave the gangs and the prison shit to the people that are doing that. I'm no longer part of that. So I shouldn't be acting like I am. And that goes for everyone else too. It's time to fucking elevate your game, Hums, and be brown. Be a brown man first and foremost, rather than trying to portray something you're not or no longer part of. I don't know. I'm just giving game. Knowledge you can't get in college. I'm making power moves in shower shoes, pulling hose of strippers, wearing Gucci slippers. Ain't nothing ever stopped. Ain't nothing ever changed with the gun, man. I'm going to continue to gang, and bang, bang. To all the way to the top, right? And do what I does. Cuz, anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, respects to all other YouTubers. That goes for everybody, man. I have no ill intentions, no ill words for nobody. I just don't want no problems anymore, man. If you still feel that you want to catch that fizz aid and do all that, this is not a platform to discuss that on, because, there's eyes that are watching. These eyes don't cry every night for you. Orale. Or for me. One never knows, does one. Right? All I know is that there's other ways to talk about it behind the scenes, and we can figure that out. No one's bound down like the West Side Connection, the gangster, the killer, and the dope dealer. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about your family, struggling and striving for your people, man. You don't need to talk about shit. You don't need to talk shit about people. You don't need people to talk shit about you, man. It's better if you just live. That's it. You just live. Anyways, if you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with that thumbs up. If not, you get it that thumbs down. If he's going to be the head, then where's the crown? I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the coming together of all people. It's a new day. You know what I mean? I feel like fucking working, and it's just a new day. So the only thing that hasn't changed is my winners. Those will never change, especially not for me, because I'm the winner. Being brown and being broke. You know what I mean? I'm hoping those are a thing of the past, but until the way my check works, it's just so secure. I don't even know. Anyways, with that being said, gente, have a nice productive day. You already know what it is. This is the gun, bang, bang. We're going to do what we does, cuz on pa road.